Pleased to be joined by the DU head lacrosse coach, Bill Tierney. And Coach, special time at DU right now. You got the skiing champions, 7-time Division I hockey champions. You have a gymnast champion. Your team makes it continually deep into the playoffs, including a national championship, a Final Four soccer team, a basketball coach now that has the basketball team on the rise. Did you know how special that this job would be before you got here?
Well, we certainly felt it had the makings, and then Peg Bradley-Doppis, our boss, told me it was going to happen. So, hence 8 years later, we're competing at the highest levels and proud to be representing DU.
You come to Denver, and you've been so successful, already national championship in your pocket. I know last year didn't end the way you wanted it to, but that's the way it is in big-time lacrosse and big-time Division I sports, is that you don't win it every year, but you're in it every year. Tell me a little bit about this year's team.
Well, this year's team is really interesting. A lot of experience, some great seniors, which you always look for, and then a couple of great freshmen and sophomores. We're really a young group with 2 or 3 older impact players.
When you mix a team like that, it's a delicate balance, isn't it, Coach? When you're out there recruiting and trying to get the right pieces of the puzzle, how difficult is that to know what your core is with older players and to get right complementary pieces as younger players come up?
Yeah, and especially now with young recruiting, recruiting sophomores in high school, it's a little bit more difficult now. But we kind of have a nice little area here where, with us and Air Force being the only Division I programs out here, we feel like we've got a really good opportunity, especially with the Colorado and California kids who are playing great lacrosse. Our Denver Elite program brings up some kids in our area, and so we feel fortunate to kind of be in the as an outlier in Division I lacrosse.
As you see this sport develop, and right now it's one of the most popular youth sports there is, how have you seen the quality of seniors and juniors that are coming up that you're going to start recruiting increase since you've been a lacrosse coach?
Well, certainly numerically, and then it's really vastly improved, and now the quality as well, because even at a young age, we're playing, my associate head coach, Matt Brown, has instituted a great box lacrosse program, which is basically indoor lacrosse, high-skilled, high reps, all that. And so with that coming up, we're seeing young men from Colorado especially being ready to go for the rigors of Division I lacrosse.
With that, you look at some of the assistants, some of the high school coaches across the nation, John Grant Jr., for instance. Are you seeing the quality of what these kids are teaching, so when they get to you, maybe you don't have to go back to some of the basics? I mean, it all comes down to fundamentals. That never goes away. But are you seeing them getting a good ground laying prior to getting to DU?
Certainly, with the coaching and the coaching of the coaches, that's really helped a great deal. The equipment now is so good that kids can come up and they don't have to worry about their stick throwing differently or something like that. And lacrosse is an exciting sport. They're being coached well in the high schools around here and throughout the country, and so we are getting young men that can really do it. And there's a lot of competition when our seniors see some of the freshmen come in. They're in a little bit of awe.
When you look at it, give me a couple of keys for this team. I know it's early and you're still trying to get a feel of everything. A couple of keys to see success from this particular team.
Well, certainly, the game of lacrosse is built around face-offs and goalkeeping. That kind of becomes the two things. We've got the best face-off guy in the country in Trevor Baptiste. He's a junior, 2-time first-team All-American. So we kind of know that we've got that in our pocket. And then Alex Reddy, our goalie, started every game last year as a freshman. So now you come back as a sophomore, you're feeling a lot better. Led by, Connor Canizero and, who's a first-team All-American, Twarton Award finalists last year. So we feel like them, and then the whole roster full of support guys, we feel pretty good about where we're going.
All right, well, the first game on altitude coming up this Saturday, and hey, you got to win in your backyard, going up against the Flyboys down from the Air Force.
Well, the Air Force just beat Duke the other day, so we know we've got our hands full. This is not an easy game. Coach Saramet's done a great job, and we'll have our guys ready.
Well, as coaches always tell me, and it probably is true in Division I lacrosse, there's no easy ones, Coach.
Never an easy one. Everybody else has the easy ones.
Coach, I appreciate you coming in. Good luck on the opener. Good luck on the season.